Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Stalker Team, the investors channel. We appreciate everyone for joining us today or watching this video. Just a disclaimer before we start the episode for today. Every information shared on this channel is for education purpose only, so consult your financial advisor, do your due diligence before making any decision. On that note, we are happy to bring you a mega stock pick. We have this stock pick and we have done all the analysis, we've done all the review. It was supposed to be part of the stock pick, but we were looking for a catalyst, and today we can confirm this stock pick is ready for us to share with you. We'll be sharing the rationale behind that on this episode. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe, put on your notification bell so that you don't miss any update or any stock pick that will bring your way to improve your financial journey and financial portfolio. On that note, we will quickly look at the few headlines moving the market right now. So the S&P 500, which is the prime index that actually tracks the entire Wall Street, actually touched a new record. The index is now heading for its second the biggest weekly gain. Year to date, the S&P 500 is nearing almost 4%, just within January. And for many of us who have different portfolio, different stock picks, you might have actually reached almost 6% if you are following some of the picks that we have. Tesla unveiled the refresh model for their Model Y EV to actually boost the sales for the company. Tesla deliveries has really been declining in the last 2 years, and this Model Y might actually be an answer to stop that decline. Tesla is neither a buy or sell for us as a pick. It's a hold. The SEC, the Security and Exchange Commission in the US, actually now has revoked an unpopular banking rule that prevented banks from actually having crypto or Bitcoin in their balance sheet. So going forward, banks can now recognize Bitcoin or even acquire Bitcoin as part of the cash and cash equivalents in their balance sheets. This is going to have a knock-on effect on the entire Bitcoin or crypto ecosystem. Novo Nordisk shares actually jumped up today by almost about 14%. The early stage weight loss drug that they are actually trying came out with a better result as expected. Now we are going to this topic for today, the mega stock pick. And the mega stock pick that we have for you, drum roll, is none other than Meta, which is Meta Platform, the parent company of Facebook, Instagram, Threads, and actually WhatsApp. We will be talking about why we are picking this stock just in a moment. But let me just drum up more support for us. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe, put on your notification bell so that you don't miss any update. We thank everyone that has been part of this show, this channel, the investors channel, Stalker Team. And now on that note, we'll be going in a deep dive to actually justify why Meta is joining the mega stock pick to own in 2025. You will recall, if you haven't watched that episode where we actually unveiled the mega stock picks to own in 2025, I will drop that video in the description section of this video. The link to that video, I will drop it in the description section. We had several picks that we believe will outperform in 2025. Nvidia, we had Netflix, we had Berkshire Hathaway, we have Goldman Sachs, we had Amazon, and these major stock picks we believe will outperform. And we deliberately omitted some key mega stocks that you might be used to or that you actually like or you already have, you own them in your portfolio. One of them is Meta Platforms. Meta Platforms, for many reasons, has really performed so well in the last 10-15 years. However, this company has a whole lot of headwinds, had a lot of headwinds down the line in the last 5 years down the line, despite the fact that the stock of the company has really done well. Meta platform actually had a whole lot of challenges, regulatory, PR scandal, a whole lot of negative headlines that actually makes the stock a bit more riskier to own. But with what we are seeing in the US, the change of guard, at least for the next 4 years, Meta Platforms has just cemented its position in our top mega stock picks for this year, at least for the next 4 years. This stock is likely to outperform its peers, and also is likely to actually show itself as one of the best stocks to own this year. We'll go into the live demo and we'll actually delve deeper into the rationale behind this. Join me. So going to our demo board, we will be bringing up the chart. I'll bring up the chart now, and I'll be able to speak on specific rationale. So the ticker symbol Meta, which is is a ticker symbol that many people are actually used to. A whole lot of people watching us right now might actually own the stock, but at the end of the day, we don't necessarily just add a stock to our stock pick just because it's popular or just because we felt anyone to actually own the stock. We want to actually make sure we are adding the stock. So you want to be sure that you're adding the stock for the right reasons. So like we said, the first major rationale that we were looking at that made us decided to actually go ahead and add the stock to the top mega stock to own this year is because, number one, the regulatory headwinds seem to actually they seem to start disappearing. Number one, the new regime in the US is likely to actually reduce the regulation, reduce the perhaps influence a whole lot of legislative oversight that will actually disturb the free flow of the operation of Meta or Facebook, for that matter, or Instagram. A whole lot of the moderation, a whole lot of the fact checking, a whole lot of the censorship, quote and unquote, that this company has actually witnessed in the last 6 years down the line are likely to be rolled back. As a matter of fact, Meta has deliberately shut down many of the moderating. They are opting for the option of what X is doing. So that's number one. Regulatory stranglehold is almost becoming a thing of the past. Number two, today this company has now announced its own multi-year investment into AI infrastructure, AI data center. And that's why one thing that we believe is the major thing that will drive value for shareholders, value for investors on Wall Street this year is AI capital expenditure investment. Because if any of the stocks you own, if the CEOs continue to earmark funding for AI will continue actually bringing more money for shareholders, because the global economy, the global financial system, the political economy system, the geopolitical mindset, worldview now is that AI is a segment that can never be overemphasized. If you look at governments across the world, companies across the world, they are investing heavily in AI. So today, we got this news, and this news actually confirmed that Meta is now a buy. Meta is a stock to actually outperform this year. Now, before I go into the historical performance, because you already see the chart, I will actually also want to say something else. we actually also believe, which is the third rationale, that this company is likely to roll out some of the most decisive products or services that will more or less cement its position as an advertising leader. How does Meta makes its money? Meta makes its money through sticky advertising programs and formats that a whole lot of advertisers actually see reasons to actually continue to advertise. The likes of Coca-Cola, the likes of Apple itself, the likes of all of the major advertisers in the world, the foods company from Unilever to various fashion labels, the e-commerce companies, they rely so much on the algorithm of Meta's platform like Facebook, Instagram, to actually get better results on their ad revenue. So we believe with the regulatory headwind becoming a major becoming a thing of the past, at least in the next 4 years down the line, with this company now investing heavily in AI, where its major revenue can be cemented, with the fact that this company will also use the opportunity of less regulatory oversight to come up with newer products, this company will actually outperform, if not becoming the second or third performer this year that we see. And the price target, which is the cherry on top, if you have watched it this far, the price target that we see for Meta this year is roughly between 800 per share to about 950 per share. Meta is likely to announce a stock split very soon. Stock split is when the company believes the unit price of its stock might be a bit too high. So what they would do is to actually do maybe a 1 for 10. So they will actually divide the current stock price by 10, and anyone who has 1 unit will now have 10 units. You still have the same value of stock, value of your shares, but the stock will actually appear much more cheaper for the average retail investor, for the average investor, that. So a stock split is what will also become a tailwind for this company, because now, as a retail investor, when you see $645, you say, hold on, this is way expensive. Do I want to put more money in Palantir that is still around $80 instead of piling in 2,000 just to buy less than 3 units? So not to worry, we actually believe at this price Meta is a buy, because a stock split oftentimes is a tailwind for mega cap stocks like this. If you look at the history of stock splits that the likes of Apple, the likes of Google, the likes of Amazon have done over time, most of those stock end up doing over 100 to 150% a year down the line. So on that note, we thank you so much. Meta is a stock that has now entered the list of the mega stock to own, the top mega stock picks to own in 2025. We will drop the link to the first episode where we talked about the top mega stocks to buy. Actually, episode 1, episode 2. So this is a special episode just dedicated to Meta. And on that note, we thank you so much. Please subscribe to our channel, put on your notification bell so that you don't miss any update. Monday, Wall Street opens, business opens, the financial markets open. We love to see you. Please share this video. We love you. On that note, please keep investing and keep growing. Thank you so much.